There are 3 easy steps in creating your resume link. Let me show you how.
Step 1. Register. Go to www.jobs180.com using any browser and click Register Now. Fill out all the information needed. In choosing your resume link, use your full name so that it looks professional and it's easy to recall by potential employers. For example, Antonio Juan de la Cruz.jobs180.com. Step 2. Create and design. When creating your resume, make sure to complete your personal information and upload your profile picture. One of the highlights of the resume link is the portfolio section. In the portfolio section, you can show off your skills by uploading samples of your work like documents, pictures, videos, and your social media links.
Your resume link also features different themes and you can upload a cover photo. This is a combination of a cover letter and a social network cover photo. Here is an example. You can also download a copy of your resume link and print it. Step 3. Apply for a job. There are many ways to apply with your resume link.
First is browsing the job recommendations in your Jobs 180 dashboard.
If you're qualified, click Submit Resume Link. So what are you waiting for? Dress up your next generation resume, stand out brightly among the competitive job seekers in the market, and win the heart of your future employers using Resume Link.
Mabuhay! Good morning, everybody. Welcome to today's career session. We are live today for Holy Angel University. So today we have speakers from IQEQ and Shearwater Health Advisors. So before we start, please join us for the Angelite Prayer and the National Anthem.
The Angelite Prayer. In the name of the Father, and of the Son, and of the Holy Spirit. Amen. Almighty God, we glorify you for giving us the Angelite charism. We thank you for the gift of your Son, Jesus Christ, who is the way, truth, and life. We bless you for the continuous guidance of the Holy Spirit. Grant us, we pray, courage and strength, that we may give perpetual praise to you in whatever we do. We ask this through Christ our Lord. Amen. O holy guardian angels, guide us and protect us. Laus Deo Semper. In the name of the Father, and of the Son, and of the Holy Spirit. Amen.
Mga kababayan, ang pambansang awit ng Pilipinas. Kayang maging
Thank you for that, Tech. Now to deliver the opening remarks, we'd like to call on Miss Anne Marie Bennett Asadora, MAGC RPM, Head for the Career and Placement of Holy Angel University, to give us the opening remarks. Miss Bennett, put you up. You have the floor, ma'am.
Okay, good morning everyone to our second semester graduating students for batch 23-24. I can see some reactions, no? Making reactions, no? Okay, ayun na ba ma-extend ulit? Okay, just joking. So let me say again, welcome graduating students for batch 22-23. Yan, okay na tayo. So siguradong ka-graduate na. To our partner, Jobs 180, represented by Mr. Kim Chua and team, our guest speakers, good morning. We all know that you are all excited because months from now, you will start your new journey in the professional world. We are now shifting back our activities bit by bit to our normal world, which is the face to face. At the moment, we are doing hybrid mode, meaning some of your activities are conducted online and the rest will be face to face. Career and Placement Office is prepared to help our students in the professional world. We want you to be prepared as you enter another chapter in your life, a more challenging, stressful, but exciting experience in your life, the job hunting. That is why we have invited we have invited Jobs 180 and their partners to discuss and share the latest trends when applying for a job in the industrial world. This activity will help you learn how to make a resume and win an interview, which you can apply 2 weeks from now for your face to face mock interview with our partners. Yes, you heard it right. The company representatives will interview you during your scheduled mock interview. So you have to give your best, as we have experienced before. Some who excelled during the interview were offered a job. Who knows? You might be one of them. Aside from your mock interview, we will also have your labor and employment seminar to understand your rights and entitlement as an employee. Last will be your job fair, where we will invite companies to come over and hire you for a possible employment. Since you are now ready and adjusted to our new setup, you have shown your eagerness and dedication adapting to the situation. I commend you all for successfully surpassing the online to face setup challenges. Your determination and hard work play a significant factor. As I always say, your accomplishments are not easily summarized by getting a high grade. Aside from having high grades, we want you to develop your work ethic and attitude before you enter the real world of development as a professional. We continue to conduct these activities for our graduating students because we want you, our graduates, to be prepared and we want you to be competent as you face the new world. Again, let me take this opportunity to thank Jobs 180, headed by Mr. Kim Chua and his team, for their unending support. Thank you for your active participation. We will see you 2 weeks from now. Laos Deo Semper.
Thank you for that, Miss Bennett. So to our audience, we hope you're ready to learn today. So as usual, we'd like to know where you're from. Please comment your name and your course. Attendance and evaluation will be released at the end of this webinar. So please tag your friends so they don't miss out on this event today. The recordings of this webinar will be posted in the Jobs 180 Facebook and YouTube channel and also through the Holy Angel Career and Placement page. Here is our schedule for today. First topic, we will be doing job applications using the resume link. IQEQ will be discussing interview tips and dressing to impress for online and face-to-face interviews. And Shearwater will be discussing the road less traveled, entrepreneurship, unconventional streams of income, and not practicing your degree. So we hope you're ready to discuss all of those topics today. So let's go to our first speaker. So our first speaker is Sir Kim Chua. He will be discussing job applications using the resume link. He has 20 years of experience in sales, marketing, business development, customer service, operations, business process, and human resources. He is a trusted resource speaker and he has done over 1,000 career development seminars in more than 400 plus colleges and universities nationwide. So Sir Kim, If you're ready, the floor is yours. Please take it away.
Everyone. Good day to all of you. My name is Kim Chua. Don't forget the wa, baka Kim Chu lang maalala nyo. And I'm here to share to you about the most secure tool for job application. This is how you can market yourself more effectively and the different ways to do that. Okay, so let me start. Now, when you apply, you probably have a checklist if you're using the right tool. So just go along with me if you have the right, if you have the same checklist that I have. So ito yung mga things na like kong tinatandaan, no? Will my tool or will the thing that I'll be using help me to stand out? That's the first item that is very important for me. Kailangan mag-stand out ako kasi dami-dami kong kasabayan kalaban sa pag-apply. Another thing in my checklist is that do I have more than one file? Because oftentimes I have a lot of files. May academic records, may mga government IDs, ang dami mga kailangan hingiin ng mga companies. So I'd like to put them all in one file. And this tool helps me to do that. Okay, another thing that this tool can do is that it allows me to make the process more efficient. Mas napapabilis yung pag-apply, no? Hindi na napapatagal yung pabalik-balik. So, mas mabilis din syempre tayo maka-move forward. Di ba? And another thing that this tool can do is that wala tong bayad. Mukha lang akong salesman pero libre po ito. Okay? So, this tool is absolutely for free. The most important in my checklist is that this tool, okay, makes my information secured. And I think this is the most important question. Do you want your information to be secured? I hope your answer is yes. Okay? And so with that, let me show you ano tong tool na ito. This tool is called Resume Link. Resume Link, by definition, is the most secured tool for job application. Okay? This is a personalized URL. It is a link that anyone can open online anytime, provided that they know the link. So let me use an example. If you are John Santos, just in case lang, your name is John Santos, your resume link would look something like johnsantos.jobs180.com. Ganun lang kasimple. So how do you make one? Okay, how do you make one? Now, the first step is for you to register. This is absolutely for free. Wala itong bayad. Okay? So what do? You go to www.jobs180.com and that is where you now register. Okay? As you register, you just simply fill out the information. These are the basic information. You have the account details, you have your personal information, you have your education background, and just in case you have your work experience, whether it's OJT or it's part-time job or whatever yung work experience na yan, then you proceed to that work experience page. Pero pag wala, hanggang dyan na lang tayo sa my education information. Okay? After doing so, you now start to create your resume link. So ano ba ang basihan ng resume link? Kadalasan, ang resume link natin, we base it on our name. We base it on our unique name. Okay, so as an example, if you're John Santos, then you say johnsantos.jobs180.com. Now, what about during scenarios where you create your resume link tapos may nauna sa inyo? May ibang John Santos, may kapangalan ka, no, nauna sa inyo. Ano mangyayari? Magkakaroon na red na box. Sasabihin niya, this name has already been taken. Na okay, malungkot pag taken na. Okay lang, maging creative lang kayo ng konti. Pwede mo balik na rin. Pwede mo sabihin Santos John. Okay, you can also say Santos J. O kaya J Santos. O kaya JS. Di ba? Or SJ. Depende sa link na gusto mo gawin. Basta importante, wala kang kapareho kahit kayo may kapangalan. Now, another thing I'd like to emphasize here, huwag po kayong OA. Pag gumawa kayo ng resume link, huwag mo gagawin tipong nakalagay cutie pie, lover boy, Barbie doll, di ba? Because it doesn't sound professional. Imagine going to a company and the HR will ask you, do you have a resume? Tapos sasabihin mo sa kanya, meron po, ang resume ko ay eljablo.jobs180.com. Di ba? Baka matakot yung HR sa inyo. So I don't recommend that you do something like that. Just stick to your name. Whatever your name is, it will sound professional. Okay? Now, in creating a resume link, you have to use a valid email. Emails like Yahoo, Gmail, Rocketmail, any email, basta nabubuksan nyo, wag na wag ka lang gagamit ng facebook.com na email. Okay? Do not use something like, example lang patrick@facebook.com na email. Do not use patricia@facebook.com na email. Okay? In short, do not use @facebook.com na email. Because if you use @facebook.com, you will no longer be able to receive notifications being sent to you by the companies as well as jobs180.com. Okay? So use something that you can open. Why is it important for you to open your email? Because you have to verify your account. Okay? Remember, pag nag-verify, yan ang ebidensya na ikaw nag-register talaga. Yan ang proof. Diba? And at the same time, if you verify your account, then you'll be receiving notifications from the companies as well as Jobs180. If you do not verify your account, hindi nyo na po marireceive yung mga notification ng mga companies. So, sayang naman. Diba? Might as well verify your account first. Okay? Now, You're done with the first step after you verify. So, ano na ang second step? Ang second step is the most logical of all the steps. You have to complete all the information. Very logical. Sino sa inyo mag-apply sa mga kumpanya, bungi-bungi detalye? Sino sa inyo magbibigay ng resume sa mga HR tapos kulang-kulang details nyo? I don't think you'll do that because you're just wasting your time. Instead, kumpletuhin yung information nyo bago kayo mag-submit dun sa mga companies. Okay? So, step 2, complete the information. And how do you do that? Punta kayo ulit dun sa website, www.jobs180.com, and this time, you don't need to register again kasi may account ka na eh. What you need to do is you have to log in. Okay? Now, as you log in, you start to put your registered email or your resume link and your password na ikaw lang may alam. Okay? Ganun lang siya kasimple. Now, once you're inside your account, you start to fill in the blanks. Ganun lang kasimple. Fill in the blanks. So, the things that you see here, yung mga contents, napakasimple lang. Yung mga personal details nyo, lagay mo dyan. Diba? All the information na sa tingin nyo relevant, you put it there. Now, I have some emphasis lang on items na madalas na miss out ito ng mga aplikante. Ano yung mga yon? Sa contact information, you have to put here all the possible ways na pwede kang makontak ng isang HR. Kagaya ng social media handles nyo. Ba't ko nasabi yan? Because in reality is, pag tinatawagan kayo ng mga HR, madalas hindi naman ina-answer eh. Lalo na pag hindi nyo kilala, pag nag-ring yung phone nyo, hala, sino kaya ito? Di ba, hindi mo kilala. Ano gagawin? Hahayaan mo na lang. Di ba, antayin mo kung may mag-message sa inyo. Eh, paano kung yung HR hindi naman hindi masipag mag-message? Masipag lang siya magtawag. That's why I recommend you put here all the possible means na pwede kang makontak. Kagaya ng social media nyo. Put your Facebook there, yung mga messenger nyo, mga Twitter nyo, iba pang mga paraan, social media handles para mabilis kayo ma-reach out. Diba? Message na lang. Are you available Thursday, 10 a.m., so on and so forth. You get what I'm saying? Diba? So lahat ng paraan, lagay mo dyan. What else do you put here? You also put here yung inyong mga work options. Sa work options naman, you just choose lang, parang yes or no lang yan, parang switch, no? Kung ano yung mga options na gusto ninyo, no? Willing to work night shift, willing to relocate, looking for OJT, you can also put it here. Okay? And then in terms of education, obvious naman, yung alma mater nyo, lagay nyo dito. Diba? Yung mga pampakapal ng resume, sa seminars attended, kahit magkopyahan pa kayo ng mga classmates mo, okay lang. Basta lang make sure, alam nyo na pag-usapan doon sa seminar na yon. Pagdating sa certification, ganun din yan. Walang limit sa space yan. Achievements, recommend ko dito is you don't only put yung mga achievement nyo inside the school. Okay? Kasi hindi naman lahat tayo academically inclined. Some of us are not very active sa school, pero active tayo sa mga social civic organization. Diba? So, even if it's outside of the school, you can also put it there. As long as you think it is an achievement, you put it there. Okay? Now, in terms of skills and languages, isa-isahin ko lang yan ha. Sa skills, do not limit your skills dyan lang sa course nyo. Hindi porkat education ng course mo, ang ibig sabihin, ang skills na alam mo lang ay magturo. Hindi porkat accounting ang course mo, ang alam mo lang gawin or ang skills mo ay mag-debit, credit, at mag-balance sheet. Diba? So, marami kang alam na iba pa mga skills na kahit walang connect sa course, you can also put it here. Sample, photography, diba? Videography, diba? And all the other things, calligraphy, pwede mo ilagay dyan. Okay? When it comes to languages, I'm sure alam nyo, 2 lengguwahe na. At the minimum, you know English and you know Filipino. If you know local dialect, to be specific, lagi mo Tagalog, Sabacano, Bisaya, Kapampangan, diba? Ilonggo, wala naman limit sa space eh. Diba? If you know foreign languages, put it there. Chinese, Japanese, French, Vietnamese. Kung ano man yan, ilagay nyo. Because what you're doing is you're trying to market yourself more effectively to the prospective company. Now, when it comes to references, sigurado naman ako yung mga references nyo, kilala nyo. Ang tanong lang dyan, kayo ba kilala nila? Kasi madalas, pag tinatawagan namin yung mga references nyo, hindi kayo maalala. Yung pinakamalupit dyan, hindi talaga kayo kilala. Okay, so please advise yung mga references nyo na ginawa nyo silang reference para at least they know what to tell about you. Okay? Now, at this point, I'd like to highlight yung mga things that you don't find in a traditional resume. Ano yung mga yan? Diba? Ito yung mga yun. Let me start with the portfolio section. The portfolio section is where you now upload evidence of your skills. And I think with this day and age, dito pumapasok yung efficiency ng ating application sa mga companies. Because oftentimes, when we apply to companies, marami mga hinihingi, mga pre-employment requirements. They will ask for mga documents, mga proof that is showing na yan talaga yung mga skills nyo. So, kung ano man meron yung mga documents, you can now take a picture, you can scan them, and you can upload it here. Example, government IDs. Diba? Meron ka mga transcripts, academic records. Diba? You can put that there. Okay? Kung meron mga medical clearance na kailangan, ganun din. Hindi na kailangan magpabalik-balik sa company. Oh, ayos ba? Oh, eto pa. Diba? But wait, there's more. Ito na yun. Itong isa pang gusto ko i-recommend sa inyo, yung tinatawag natin selfie video. Nowadays, I think it is not very difficult to create a selfie video. Diba? TikTok nga kayo eh. Diba? Alam mo naman paano gumawa ng selfie video. So I don't need to teach you how to create a selfie video. What I need to share to you na lang is yung anong kailangan sabihin pagka gumawa ka ng selfie video. Okay, this time, what I recommend is you say something interesting about yourself. Okay? So, you pretend that you're being interviewed by the HR. Diba? Ano yung matiyatanong sa atin? Why should we hire you? Diba? Tell me something about yourself. Why should we consider you among all the other applicants? O, diba? Ang kagandahan ngayon is you create that video for about 1 minute or less. Hindi kailangan sobrang haba, no? Mga 1 minute lang or less. Pero ang maganda rito is na-evaluate na nung HR yung inyong communication skills. If you can speak in English, then I recommend you speak in straight English. But if you cannot, it's okay as long as you're able to show your personality. You can also showcase here yung mga hard skills nyo. Ano yung mga hard skills? Kagaya ng mga video na panood ko dati, pinakita nila how to use a soldering iron, how to properly handle a welding machine, diba? How to fold table napkins. O, ganun, diba? So, depende kung ano yung mga skills na alam mo at depende kung ano yung nasa field mo rin, diba? Na napag-aralan, diba? So, gusto mo magpakita ka paano mag-balance sheet, pwede rin. O, diba? Again, it really depends on what you wanted to show dun sa HR. Ang point is, you don't need to travel back and forth para lang ipakita on the spot dun sa HR yung inyong hard skills. And, most importantly, hindi na kailangan magkaroon ng maraming aberya, maraming storbo. Diba? Sometimes, when we try to contact you for the phone interview, maingay yung background, hindi marinig, diba? Mahina signal, maingay, ano nangyari, nasa biyahe, diba? Or sometimes, hindi magtugma yung schedule. At least with that selfie video, it makes the process now more efficient. Now, another good thing with the resume link is that you also upload here your profile picture. When it comes to profile picture, you don't need to go to the studio para magpa-picture. Huwag ka na gumastos. Ang importante lang dyan, tumingin ka sa camera, okay, with plain background, at of course, mag-bihis ka naman ng maayos, di ba? And then, you're good to go. Huwag mo gagawin yung mga nasa right side ng screen niyo. Those samples that I'm showing you, it doesn't look professional. Imagine, di ba, yung mga selfie, mga nilagay ng avatar, yan, huwag nyo gawin yan. Okay? Huwag nyo gawin yan. It doesn't look nice, doesn't look professional. Okay? Now, another good thing pa with the resume link is that meron tayong tinatawag na cover photo. Ayan, pasintabi sa matatamaan. May iba sa inyo nakikinig ngayon, hindi naman kayo gifted with writing skills. Some of us are having a difficult time expressing our thoughts and feelings into words. So ano pwede mo gawin? You can now use those pictures to represent your personality or to showcase yung inyong skills. Example, look at the one on the left, yung nasa baba. Ano kaya siya? Sabi ni iba, sir, ophthalmologist, optometrist, or eye expert. Yung nasa kanan, yung nasa taas, ano kaya siya? Sabi ni iba, sir, para siyang admin or clerical work. Or maybe makalat kasi tingnan mo yung lamesa ang kalat-kalat. O, diba? Again, it depends on the interpretation of the person looking at it. This is an example of someone into HR or maybe into psychology. And this one is an example, it's a very good example, by the way, of someone who wanted to say that there is no shortcut to success. Hindi po yan miyembro na Akit Bahay Gang. Okay? Ang gusto niya sabihin, you will be able to reach yung goal mo by taking one step at a time. Oh, di ba? You get what I'm saying now. So I'm showing you good examples para you can draw inspiration from. And I will also show you not so good examples. Ito yung wag niyong gagayahin. Huwag kayong magpapaka-misteryoso. Okay? Maglagay ka ng picture mo dyan. Lalaki man, babae in between, okay lang. Ilagay mo dyan. Member man tayo ng LGBTQ+, okay lang. You put it there. At least alam ng HR who to expect. A lot of times, yung mga pangalan kasi very interchangeable nowadays. Ako mismo, guilty ako dyan. My name is Kim. A lot of people think, babae ako. Di ba? Pag iba nababasa kong mga resume, ano nakalagay sa resume nila? Chris. Nakalagay George, Alex, Sam, Nick. Di ba? Joey. I would assume lalaki. Yun pala, babae. O, di ba? So that's why you better make sure you put your picture there. And wag naman pugot yung ulo nyo pag nilagay ng picture. Dapat kompleto. Okay? Never leave this blank because if you leave this blank, it will not catch the HR's attention. Trust me. Kung ikaw ang HR, wala ka namang ibang makita dyan, malamang mangyayari dito, next applicant na. Okay? And then if you want to catch the HR's attention, do not create something like this. This is just my opinion. I don't think this looks professional kasi ang dating parang tamad, parang happy-go-lucky, no? Parang chill-chill, walang pakialam sa buhay. Again, that is just my interpretation. Okay? So I showed you the good and not so good examples para you'll be guided. Now, you can just play along later on kung anong sa tingin nyo mas bagay sa inyong background or sa inyong sa gusto niyo ipakita sa personality niyo. Okay? Now, let's examine a very good example. Look at this person, itong eye expert. Bakit maganda itong example ng kanyang resume link? Because all the information you're seeing here, kompleto na. 'Di ba? Hindi ka na magpabalik-balik eh. Kung ikaw yung HR, everything that you need to ask or you want to know about the applicant, you already find it here. If you're the applicant, you might as well put everything there para wag mo na antayin pa yung time na hihingiin pa sa'yo ng HR yung mga documents yan. Baka hindi na mangyari yun. Baka may ibang aplikante na mas assertive, nilagay lahat ng mga information na i-process na siya kaagad. Diba? Now, at this point, I know what you're thinking. You're probably thinking, sir, okay nga tong resume link. Kaso lang, baka naman yung information ko nakakalat na sa buong mundo. Baka naman nakalantad na sa buong internet. Ang sagot ay, hindi. Kaya nga tinawag na the most secure tool for your job application. Diba? Bakit? Because you control your privacy settings. Ikaw mismo, as an account user or as a resume link owner, ikaw ang may control ng privacy settings mo. And how will that happen? When you log into your dashboard, as you can see in my screen, when you log into your dashboard, you will find the resume link settings. Pagpunta mo sa settings, mapuntahan mo yung privacy settings at dun ka mamili ngayon ng information you want to show or hide in public. So let me use an example. If you don't want to show your birthday, what do? You turn it off. You don't want to show your references, you turn it off. You don't want to show your address, what do? Turn it off. Diba? So yung mga information na in-off mo, hindi lalabas sa public. Now, if ever lang you decide to change your mind, ang maganda dito sa resume link, updated yan, real time. As in real time. So 5 minutes later, you want to show your birthday, turn it on. What happens? Lahat ng mayroong alam ng resume link mo, alam na niya yung birthday mo. Diba? If 2 days later, you want to show your address, you turn it on, you save your profile, lahat ng may alam ng resume link mo, alam na rin yung inyong address. You get what I'm saying? Diba? So, depende na sa inyo kung ano gusto mo i-on or i-off. If you want to turn off everything, then okay lang. You can just turn off the button. Enable public resume link, off. Wala nang lalabas sa public. Kahit na anong information. Okay? So, yan ang re-remind ko sa inyo. This, the second step is for you to complete the information. And in doing so, please make sure that your profile is interesting, diba? Yung information mo kompleto at updated ang details nyo para mabilis kayo makontak ng mga HR. Now, we go to the last step. Pangatlo na, last step na to. The last step is for you to submit. Now, how will you submit your resume link to those companies? You might be thinking you want to explore opportunities outside of the Philippines. Maybe you want to join some job fairs later on. You want to apply online. You want to, marami, walk-ins, diba? Depende kung ano kasi bumabalik na yung face-to-face ngayon. So, lahat ng mga ipapakita ko sa inyo, lahat ito, practical application. Lahat yan, makaka-relate kayo. Ano yung first one? The first one is you go online. Of course. Diba? Yan ang fastest way. You just connect via your phone, via kung ano man gadget mo, go to jobsonit.com, search for companies. And by the way, speaking of search, you can only search for company, tatlo lang pwede mo i-search ha. Search for company name, position title, and location. Doon sa search bar, hindi mo pwede ma-search ang resume link. So example lang, ikaw si John Santos, okay? Okay, ikaw si, ako na lang, Kim, halimbawa lang, subukan mo pumunta sa jobsonit.com, doon sa search bar, type mo doon Kim. Tingnan mo kung may lumabas. Malamang sa malamang, walang lalabas. Unless may company name, position title, or location na may word na Kim. Other than that, walang lalabas dyan. Kasi hindi siya searchable. So, the only time a company would be able to know your information is if and when you give your exact resume link to that company. So, ikaw may control. Ayos? So, tuloy natin. Okay, tuloy natin. So, if you're going to search for companies, what do? Just go to the website of jobsonit.com, search for companies. Kung may lumabas, edi meron. Pag walang lumabas, edi wala. Diba? Ganun lang yan. Huwag natin pilitin magkaroon ng something kung wala talaga. Diba? Okay, so ano gagawin? Tingnan mo yung mga companies. Kung meron kang type, edi gawin nyo, check nyo yung opportunities. After that, you now submit your information to that company. Okay, and when you submit your information to the company, it will ask for your profile, for your resume link and password. So ikaw lang bibigay ng consent dun sa company. Okay? Now another option is for you to send resumes via email. Now there's nothing wrong in sending resumes through email. Ang tanong dito is, how are you sending your resumes through email? Do you do it like this? Do you say, dear HR manager, I'd like to apply for the following position. This is my resume. Tapos mag-attach ka ng Word file, PDF file, or whatever file you have. If you're doing those attachments pa, ang tawag dyan, traditional, pampabagal, makaluma. Hindi ko sinabing mali. Ang sabi ko lang, traditional, pampabagal, makaluma. Bakit? Hindi mo kailangan mag-attach anything anymore. If you're going to write an email and send your resume, just simply type your resume link there. Dear HR manager, I would like to apply for the following position. This is my resume. In this example, Antonio Juan de la Cruz, jobsonit.com, send. Tapos na. Ganun lang kabilis. Diba? Whatever changes you need to do, you put it inside your resume link. You don't have to keep on sending another attachment. Paano kung imagine mo na lang, nag-attach ka ng Word file. Diba? Ng PDF file. Tapos nagpalit ka ng address, nagpalit ka ng phone number. Ano gagawin mo? Email mo na may HR. Dear HR manager, I'm sending you my updated resume. Ganun ba? Paano kung 2 months later, lumipat ka ng bahay, iba na address mo? Send ka ulit ng bagong resume. Dear HR manager, I'm sending you my updated, most recent resume. I don't think you'll do that. Kasi kung ganun ang ginagawa mo, sayang sa oras siya, nakakapagod sa part mo, lalong-lalo naman sa part ng HR, mas nakakapagod to keep track kung saan dyan yung pinaka-updated na attachment or pinaka-updated na resume ng aplikante. And this time around, if you have your resume link, all you need to do is just update your resume link at lahat na may alam ng resume link mo, makikita nila yung pinaka real-time update ng profile or information. Ayos ba? Ayos ba? Sige, another one. For those who wanted to use a hard copy, gusto mo talaga may hard copy ka when you apply to those companies, you want to give something, then this is also possible. What do? You go to your dashboard inside your job seeker account, then you can print your resume link. Mamili ka lang, 1 column or 2 column version. Either way, the system will try to compress everything into 1 page. O di ba? Maginhawa sa buhay. So kung gusto mo talaga mag-apply sa mga kumpanya, hindi mo na kailangan mag-prepare ng maraming mga pages. Minsan, di ba, yung mga aplikante, mga 2-3 pages ang isang set ng resume. Palibasa, yung font size 45. Kaya umaabot ng 2-3 pages. O di ba? Pero this time, the system will try to compress everything na into 1 page. Just in case you really want to have a hard copy. O di ba? Tipid. Okay? Another thing pa for me to encourage you to do is you use resume link cards. Resume link cards. Ano tong resume link card? Kung sa mga nagtatrabaho na, ang tawag namin business card. Sa mga nag-a-apply, tawag dyan, resume link card. So in one piece of paper, whether short bond or long bond paper, you can now design it your own way. You can design it depende kung ano ang gusto mo. Pagiging creativity mo, ikaw bahala. You can make 10, 20 sets of cards. Depende sa laki or liit. Diba? Kasi laki ng index card or kasi liit lang ng mga normal business cards natin. Diba? So, depende. So, maybe in one long bond paper, you can make 10, 20 sets of cards na. And so, after you have it printed out, pwede ka na ngayon maggupit-gupit. Gupit-gupit na lang. Diba? 10 or 20, bawat kumpanya, you can now start to give that as a hard copy. Hard copy pa rin naman yan eh. But this time, why am I encouraging you to use resume link cards instead of the traditional long bond or short bond paper? Bakit? Una-una, tipid. Diba? Because of course, right now, eto, tipid. Kasi if you're going to apply to 20 companies, you don't need to print 20 sets of long bond papers. You just need to print one long bond paper and cut 20 small pieces of resume link cards. O, diba? That's for the cost side. Tipid na. Pangalawa, at mas importante, security of information. Diba? You want to have peace of mind. Paano ko nasabi yan? Kapag ikaw yung nagbigay sa isang kumpanya ng long bond paper or short bond paper, example lang, no? It's a traditional resume. And for some reason, nilipad ng hangin. Okay? Nilipad ng hangin. Hindi mo kasalanan. Kasalanan ng hangin eh. Diba? May nakapulot na stranger. All your information, alam na nung stranger. Tama? And you cannot deny it because you know what I'm saying is true. Diba? Hindi mo kilala pero alam niya yung details mo. Now, using your resume link card, same scenario. Nagbigay ka ng resume link card sa company, nilipad ng hangin ngayon. May na stranger na nakapulot, okay lang. Bakit? Kampante ka. Kasi yung resume link, ikaw may control ng privacy settings mo. That's why, in your resume link card, what I recommend, you just simply put your name and your resume link. Dalawa lang. That's it. If you want to put your mobile number, it's okay. It's up to you. You can put it there. Diba? Pero ang point ko is, resume link, pwede na siya makita ng mga HR or mga companies na bibigyan mo. Diba? So you have peace of mind now. Okay? So there's a lot of advantages using resume links. In fact, doon pa lang sa privacy portion, panalong-panalo ka na. Ikaw ang may control ng privacy settings mo real time. Pagdating sa speed of hire, it becomes faster and more efficient because whatever you want to show the HR, you just attach it there. Whatever the HR needs from you, they just ask from you. Diba? You take a picture, you scan them, upload it there, and later on, pag okay na, you now turn off yung privacy settings mo. Diba? Or you can remove them in the attachments. Diba? Cost efficient, definitely wala tong gastos, tipid. Diba? If you're thinking, ay sir, paano po yung internet? Kailangan ng pang-load. Pwede ka maging resourceful. Connect lang tayo sa mga libreng wifi. O, diba? And then, pagdating sa flexibility, if you really want to have it printed out, yung inyong resume, you also have the option to print it out. That's like how I showed it to you, 1 column or 2 column version. Either way, it's really up to you. Pero ang point ko is, resume link na lahat yan. Okay? And you can use this to any platform, whatever platform you want to share it to. You want to share it sa mga messenger nyo, you want to share it sa email, sa Viber, sa text, di ba? Gusto mo, kaya ko bahala. Diba? Gusto mo, sulat mo sa papel, tapos gawa ka ng airplane, palipad mo, di ba? May nakakuha, alam niya yung resume link mo. Ikaw bahala. Okay? Ikaw may control kung sino ang gusto mo bigyan. Okay? You don't have to use your USBs anymore. You don't have to save it sa hard drive. Baka mawala pa yung USB nyo. Delikado. Diba? Wag na. Baka kung ano pa makita ng mga nakakapulot ng mga USB na yan. Okay? So you don't need to worry about compatibility as well because this is compatible to any platform. If you're using Android, you're using Safari, kung ano magamit mo, pwede yan sa kahit anong version. Okay? And so, just to promote lang, if you want to be part of our team, we're also hiring. Mismo sa jobs180.com, we're hiring for several opportunities, several vacancies yan. Check out na lang yung aming jobs180.com/jobs180 na page. Okay? And by the grace of God, shout out lang ako, right now we have more than 400 plus colleges and university partners nationwide from north all the way to the south of the Philippines. Thank you, Lord. O, diba? Ang kinalat namin, hindi lang virus. Biro lang. Kinalat namin resume link. Yan ang kinalat natin. So, a lot of schools now, including your alma mater, are now using the resume link. So, I hope it doesn't stop here. No? You become a blessing to others as well. If you have friends, you have yung mga relatives mo na sa tingin mo kailangan nitong tool na ito, you can share it to them. Wala namang bayad eh. Libre naman yan. Okay? And so, as we close this portion, I'd like to discuss some of the frequently asked questions. Baka ito yung mga agam nyo or ito yung mga questions na gusto nyo tanungin. Sagutin ko na muna. Okay? Unang tanong, can I give my resume links to companies who do not know about jobs180.com? The answer is absolutely yes. Basta alam nila eksaktong link mo at ikaw may control, sino bibigyan mo nun? Ikaw lang ang magbibigay. Diba? So, ikaw lang may alam sino binigyan mo. Okay? Now, second question, is it the same as other job platform kagaya ng JobStreet, LinkedIn, or any other job site? The answer is no. May dalawang pagkakaiba. And let me use an example here. Let me do a shout out to JobStreet, no? Because I think you guys know what JobStreet is. So, shout out lang to them sa mga nasa JobStreet. If you're using JobStreet na resume, you can only apply to companies who are using JobStreet. If you're applying to a company who is not using JobStreet, you cannot use your JobStreet resume anymore. Pero pag gamit mo yung resume link mo, pwede mo yung gamitin kahit na saan, kahit na kanino, kahit na anong platform. Diba? Basta alam ng HR yung eksaktong link mo at ikaw magbibigay nun. That's the first difference. Second difference, if you have already submitted your JobStreet resume to an HR, you cannot change anything anymore. Well, you can on your end, but it will not be reflected on the HR. Hindi siya magiging real-time update. Comparing it to resume link ni Jobs 180, you can update it real-time. 2 days later, 5 minutes later, 6 weeks later, ikaw bahala, anytime nag-update ka ng information, lahat na in-update mo, dagdag bawas, will be reflected real-time across all na may alam ng resume link mo. Okay? So those are the two major differences. Now, pagdating sa pangatlong question, yan ang pinaka-simpleng tanong. Can I keep my information secured? I hope by this time na-convince ko na kayo na ito na ang pinaka-secured na job application platform. Okay? So, use your resume link. Number 4 question, I think is the most important question. How often should you update your resume link? The answer is every time. Every time na meron kang babaguhin. Okay? Every time na meron kang babaguhin. Lalong-lalo na yung contact details mo. Kasi imagine, binago mo lahat. Binago mo yung work experience mo, nagkaroon ka ng awards, nagkaroon ng achievement, hindi ka naman makontakt ng HR. Wala rin, di ba? Sayang din. That's why you have to update yung contact details niya. Okay? And the last question is just a trivia. Trivia lang, palaisipan. Why is this called jobs180.com? This is called jobs180.com because we want to turn your life around 180 degrees. And in case you're wondering, no, you wanted to raise a concern, bakit hindi po 360? Kasi pag 360 degrees, you only go back to where you started. Ikot ka lang na ikot, wala kang pupuntahan. 'Di ba? Bumabalik ka lang kung saan ka galing. Oh, ha? Oh, 'di ba? Char lang 'yan. Okay? So, anyways, again, kung meron pa kayong ibang questions, just in case you have questions, okay, you may send those questions here through our website, www.jobs180.com. You can also email us or email me here sa info@jobs180.com. You can like us on Facebook, follow us on Twitter, Instagram, pati na rin sa TikTok. Okay, so check us out on all our social media platform. Okay? Again, my name is Kim Chua. Don't forget the wa. Okay? Isang magandang araw po sa inyo lahat. Thank you.
Thank you for that, Sir Kim. So unfortunately, Sir Kim won't be able to join us for the Q&A. But um I'm here to address your questions if there are any. So please put it in the comment section and I will answer it. Ayan. So For everyone's attention, there will be an evaluation link. So before you leave this webinar, please make sure that you have filled out the evaluation link to secure your attendance. And then on our end over at jobs180.com, we will be providing digital certificates to those who attended this event today. So if your friends if you have friends who are not here yet, please tag them so they don't miss out on this activity. Yeah. So making sure there are no questions. So if ever you think of any question like throughout your application process or while you're creating your resume link, feel free to message us over at Facebook, and our CS team will get in touch with you to answer your queries. Ayan. So now we give the floor to our second speaker. She will be discussing tips and dressing to impress for online and face-to-face interviews. Our presenter will be Miss Lovely Esguerra, Talent Acquisition Officer over at IQEQ. Um, she graduated with a BS Business Administration degree, and she has 4 years of professional experience in talent acquisition, BPO, shared services, and financial services. She is Lean Six Sigma White Belt certified and certified niche and technical recruiter. So, Miss Lovely, we give you the floor. Please join us on the stream. Hi, ma'am. How are you?
Hi, Sherry. How are you?
Yan. Ma'am, can we put your deck up?
Yep, go ahead.
Okay, okay. Ma'am, can we, I think you also have a video that you will need to play.
Yeah, I can add it here also.
Okay.
Wait.
Let's
So this
put
is
it up,
just
young ma'am.
basically, yep, a very very short video. More of like an introduction on
Okay, ma'am.
some of the interview tips.
Okay. So, ma'am, we'll put it up muna, video po muna before you do the presentation.
Yep.
Okay. Okay, ma'am. Got it.
All
So,
right.
we'll
Thank
play
you,
the video.
Sherry. Yes, hello. So, hi for today. I'll be discussing with you some interview tips. And for this as well, I'll be discussing with you some of the power outfits as well as guide regarding with how you pass or how you ace your interview. All right. So about me, my name is Lovely Esguerra. I'm a talent acquisition officer here in IQEQ. I'm also a graduate of BS in Business Administration from ACLC. I have a total of 4 years professional experience in talent acquisition. So the industry I'm at would be BPO, shared services, and some financial services. I'm also a Lean Six Sigma White Belt certified and a certified niche and technical recruiter. All right. Now, our agenda for today. So, I'll be discussing two topics. So, first would be dressing up for the interview, and second would be how to use the STAR interview method for success. Now, guys, if you have questions along the way, please just add comments and I'll be more than happy to discuss it with you. Or if gusto nyo, itackle natin longer yung isang topic, I'll also be more than happy to discuss it. Kasi I know this too would definitely help you with your job seeking. Okay? So first, I'll discuss dressing up for the interview. So dressing up for interviews using power dressing. Now, if you're gonna ask me, Miss Lovely, what is power dressing? So power dressing is a unique style of individual that shows their position and authority in the business or at workplace. So not only dressing, but your style, confidence, your body language, and the way you carry yourself matters equally. Surely your clothing is not an indicator of course your intelligence, but it definitely act as a confident and moral booster in the corporate world. Now, if you're gonna ask me, Miss Lovely, what are the benefits of power dressing? So number one, it leaves a great impression. Number two, it also makes you believe in you. Number three would be it attracts the right crowd and it make you stand out from the crowd. Number four would be it reflects your good character. So I'll discuss first that it leaves great impression. So remember that first impression lasts. So of course, as an applicant, you wanted to really have a good impression with your interviewer as well as those people you're gonna meet along the way. Number two, it makes you believe in you. Siyempre, if you're confident, di ba, iba yung boost na nabibigay nun sa'yo. Definitely, if you're confident by your outfit, that mas confident ka sumagot, mas confident ka makipag-converse with other people, and at the same time, the way you answer talaga is mararamdaman nung interviewer mo automatically yon. Number three is that it attracts the right crowd and it make you stand out from the crowd. Syempre, if you're wearing baggy clothes or clothes that very inappropriate with your or with the event, of course, parang you will stand out still, pero definitely not in a good way. Now, if yung outfit mo was really good for that specific event, um, mas mas okay siya kasi mas makakapagbigay siya sa'yo ng like people would notice you na, uy, ang ganda ng outfit ng candidate na to at mararamdaman mo na pinaghandaan niya talaga yung interview na yon. Number four, it reflects a good character. Siyempre, yung idea na this person specifically wear something appropriate dun sa event or for the interview would already give everyone an impression na ready ka talaga to take on that responsibility or kumbaga ready ka for you to apply for that role. And isa ka sa definitely mako-consider given na nagpakita ka ng mga gantong bagay or impression and sinet mo talaga siya with your recruiter or with the company itself. Now, the next would be if you're gonna ask me, Miss Lovely, how do I power dress? So, very simple lang naman siya. So, una, dress like you care. Siyempre, you also mentioned earlier, di ba, yung importance ng power dressing. So, you have to dress and showcasing everyone na may pakialam ka kung ba't ka nag apply and you really wanted to prove yourself dun sa company mismo na pinag-a-applyan mo. Now, dress suitably. Of course, if you're gonna be going to a specific location, especially for applying, or hindi lang pag-apply, but if you're already working, you have to dress appropriately. Not because, for example, naka-work from home ka, you're just gonna wear whatever you wanted to. Especially if may mga meeting ka or bigla ang meeting, your stakeholder would definitely see na or will have an impression na bakit ganyan siya, this person is not presentable. Of course, you always wanted to make sure na even if you're working from home, presentable ka pa din. Second is that yung dress suitably, kunyari, yung event na pinuntahan mo or yung interview would only require you to have a casual or business casual attire. Siyempre, hindi mo na magugusto yung pumunta na naka-business professional attire kasi hindi yun yung outfit for the day. And then also, you don't wear a suit kung pupunta ka sa a certain event, 'di ba? Like if you'll be pupunta ka, let's say, on a party, tapos naka business professional attire ka, hindi rin naman appropriate yun. Or pupunta ka ng interview, naka-party outfit ka. So, di ba, hindi. So, you always have to make sure na yung suot mo bagay dun sa okasyon or bagay dun sa dress code nung either company or dress code nung pupuntahan mo. Kasi definitely mas magsa-stand out ka kung tama yung outfit mo for that. Number three is avoid showing too much skin, lalo pag interview. Kasi remember, hindi ka naman nag-a-apply as a model. If you're applying in a corporate world, you have to make sure na yung outfit mo is walang plaid neckline, it's really not showing too much skin. So kung magbe-blake, kung nakaroon ka ng spaghetti or naka-tube, make sure na may blazer ka to cover for that skin. Alright? Now, number four is that you always have to be well-groomed. Hindi ka naman pwedeng umattend ng interview na ang dungis mo bagong ligo ka. 'Di ba? You have to make sure din na naligo ka, maayos yung hair mo. If you're not the type of person who really put makeup, that's still okay. Hindi mo kailangan mag-makeup just to be well-groomed. As long as, of course, neatly yung hair mo or yung nails mo, these are very important, which I think I'll be discussing on the next slide. And the number five is that you have to understand the importance of fit. Okay? Now, when I say importance of fit, hindi mo kailangan mahal yung damit mo. Hindi rin kailangan na branded, hindi kailangan signature. As long as it's gonna be fit perfectly on you. So, yung sukat tama, dapat not too tight, not too loose. Kasi isa rin siya sa makikita if how you handle yourself. Okay? Now, the last would be to maintain your own style and individuality. Hindi porket dinidiscuss namin yung importance of power dressing, you would pretend to be someone else. Hindi ganon. Of course, we wanted to make sure that your outfit is still gonna be you and magre-reflect yun as your personality. Kasi kunyari always ka naka-business professional attire, eh, yung attitude mo naman or it wouldn't be you, hindi pa rin siya gano'n yung kaganda yung impression na makukuha ng tao sa'yo or hindi pa rin gano'n yung impression mo, na may bibigay with other people. Mas maganda na yung even if you're wearing casual attire and they can know or they would know na very professional ka naman, how you talk, how you converse, how you act, madadala na rin siya ng outfit mo. Alright? So, basically, that's the importance of power dressing. Now, if you're gonna ask me, Miss Lovely, paano po yung grooming 101? So, for ladies, very important yung nails nyo are well clean. You don't have to wear, nail polish kung hindi ka talaga ganon. You don't have to push yourself. But at least, natural looking and no bright colors. Now, for hair, if you have a long hair, make sure you tie it back or if hindi ka naman maganon, okay lang din as long as it's gonna be away from your face and ayaw mo naman habang nagsasalita ka, ganon ka ng ganon. So, and then for your nails, kasi yun yung unang talagang tinitingnan ng mga tao. Like if you have a clean nails or dirty nails, kasi somehow it would affect also yung impression na binibigay mo. 'Di ba? Ako na parang if even naka-power dress ka, kung madumi yung kuko mo, 'di ba? That's still gonna, give you a really not good impression. So for men naman, for nails, make sure na trim to and clean. Of course, hindi namin, for girls, okay lang yung long nails eh. Pero for boys, I think hindi talaga siya appropriate. And then make sure it's clean. Yun yung importance ulit nun. And then please, no colored nail polish. Bigay na natin yun sa mga babae, yung colored nail yung, or polish yung nail nila. Alright, then for hair, make sure it's also short and trim. And your face should be clean. Alright? And then for jewelries naman, at least just one pair of earrings for ladies. For boys, it's a no-no, especially if you're attending interview, if it's gonna be for a corporate job. And then for watch, you can wear watch. Okay lang siya as long as you won't have more than 7 accessories on your hands and your face. Huwag kang mag-over-accessorize, di ba? And then for the perfume naman, as long as it's gonna be natural smelling, not too strong, yung tipong pagpasok mo, ang sakit na sa ilong, or yung interviewer mo or the person who be doing your interview, magsisneeze na sa sobrang tapang ng strength. Siyempre, hindi siya, i-aakma mo rin siya dun sa event na pupuntahan mo. Siguro if it's more of a party, pwede siya. Pero if it's for interview, try to be as natural as it is, okay? And then for shoes, make sure it's clean and polished because of course, hindi ka naman natin na interview na sira-sira yung sapatos mo, di ba? It comes up along with the outfit, yung linis mo, dun siya i-observe eh. You will be observed as a person, dependent of course kung how you present yourself. All right, and then the next topic would be now to how to use the STAR interview method for success. All right, so for how to use STAR method, what if you're gonna ask me, Miss Navli, what's the importance of the STAR interview method? Or ano nga ba yung STAR interview method? So for the STAR method, it's actually a technique used to answer behavioral interview question in a structured and compelling way. So it's more behavioral question to prompt job candidate to give specific example of how they've handled past situation or challenges. So what does STAR mean? So STAR, the acronym would be for S for situation, T for task, A for action, and then R for results. All right. So S for situation, this is basically the set scene by briefly describing the situation, challenges, and event you face. Now, for the task, this is also how you explain your responsibility, where in the situation, or basically what role did you play. All right. And then for action, that's how you describe what step you took to overcome the challenges or to address the situation. Now, for the result, this is where you gonna share your achievement or what have you achieved through this. All right. Now, if you're gonna ask me why should I use STAR method, it's gonna be a very easy, or it's very easy to get overwhelmed during interview and almost forget everything you prepared. Now, the STAR framework is a simple way for you to be provided with a good answer even if you're feeling nervous. Because mabibigay mo lahat nung hinihingi sa'yo nang wala kang nami-miss kasi it's more of like nagkukuwento ka lang. Now, but the reason for using STAR interview technique to go further than that is for one day, today's job market is stronger than ever. So a quick research to LinkedIn, JobStreet will definitely show you that you are or that there's very endless opportunities available for candidates. All right. Now, I'll be showing you example of STAR method. So, the first example would be you'll be asked, give me an example of a goal you've set and how you have achieved it. All right. Now, the scope of this question is basically to determine how you set goals and what are the steps to make sure that you meet the objective. So the answer or the sample answer to this kind of question is, for example, this one. When I first transitioned into a sales role at a company X, I was a bit shy of meeting my first quarter sales target. That's the situation. Now, what are your tasks? So this motivates me to only meet my sales target during my second quarter, but I exceeded it. And now, how did you do it, or what action did you take? Now, here's the best answer for that. So I broke my goal down into a smaller weekly goals and change my sales strategy. I leverage social selling to find a new customer and to develop relationship with them. I also asked my sales manager to coach me on closing techniques and objective handling. Now, what was the result? With this new strategy, I exceeded my sales target by 10%. So kung babasahin mo 'to, makikita mo na binigay niya yung situation, binigay niya kung ano yung task na needed niya, and at the same time, the applicant was able to cover yung ano action na ginawa niya to achieve this goal. And ano yung naging resulta? Which on this case, na-exceed niya yung target ng more than 10%. All right. Now, the second situation we have would be, can you tell me about the time you failed? How did you handle it? Being honest with this question wouldn't really affect your interview. So, even if you failed, or even if the question would be, tell me about a time you failed. This is basically number one, will allow you to show your integrity. So just remember to focus on what you've learned from the experience rather than the mistake you had. So on this situation, the candidate answer, shortly after I was promoted to a senior project manager, I was charged of leading a project for a major client. This project would typically take me about a month to complete, but the client was in a rush and I asked if I could have it in 3 weeks. Excited that it was my first project, I agreed. Shortly after, I realized it a bit more time to finish and it delivers quality work. I reached out to the client right away and apologized. I also asked for a 3 days extension and they were generous enough to extend the deadline. I managed to finish the project and deliver it before the exceeded deadline. However, I learned to manage my time better and never overpromise on something I can't deliver. So may kita nyo kinuwento niya dito sa scenario nito, may kita nyo kinuwento niya kung ano yung naging mistake niya, which basically overpromising to a client, and then later on that part na realize na hindi ko talaga kaya and nag-overpromise ako. So what he did or she did personally on this situation is inadmit niya na hindi ko talaga kaya. And I have to own up to my mistake and make sure na gagamitin ko to for me not to have the same mistake over and over again. Kasi of course, if ganun na yung situation, it's more behavioral eh. Hindi na siya maukonsider na mistake na lang. Kasi if a mistake is happened twice or thrice, more on behavioral issue na siya. So that's also how you showcase. Hindi dito sa case na to, hindi natitingnan nung recruiter, ano ba yung naging mali mo? Bakit ka nagkamali? Kasi you were able to explain. But rather, magfo-focus na sila dun sa anong ginawa mo, anong natutunan mo to make sure that this won't happen again, which is basically na-cover naman siya dun sa question. So the last question or the third one would be, can you describe a time people didn't see things your way? So this is also behavioral question worded this way were very tricky. So mag-ingat kayo sa mga gantong tanong. Now, author Mark Murphy explained that this question can give way or don't give away the correct answer to see it reveal your true attitude. So remember, if it's gonna be behavioral question, mostly ginigauge kayo yung personality nyo. So you have to showcase na yung personality nyo is definitely fit for the company's number one, yung growth nila. Also, yung culture ng company. This is also very important na magre-research ka to make sure na compatible yung personality mo with the company that you're applying for. So, for in this case, so the question is trying to ask, describe a time you successfully persuaded someone to see things your way. So the situation in this case would be, applicant said, I recently led a brainstorming session. The purpose of this session was to create a brand awareness campaign for a product my company was launching. So the task would be, one of my teammates and I disagreed on what direction would take for the campaign. I wanted to also focus more on maximizing social media presence, and he wanted to go brand partnership route. So the action taken would be, I asked my colleagues to have one-on-one meeting with me. I asked him to share his ideas and perspective. After listening and offering constructive criticism and feedback, I shared my ideas. So what was the result? The conversation helped me see blind spot in my strategy and improve it. I also persuaded my coworker to get on board with my strategy by explaining its rationale. So as a result, I merged our ideas and created successful brand awareness campaign. Our social media engagement and website traffic both saw an increase over 40%. So makita mo dito sa situation is that hindi niya disregard. The candidate didn't disregard yung ideas no colleagues niya, but he make sure na ma-address yon, and at the same time, maibigay niya yung idea, yung idea niya, own idea niya kung bakit this would be the best ideas or ano yung pinakamagandang gawin para mag-work yung project. So in this case, since nakita rin niya yung value ng idea ng colleague niya, and he also respect him, so pinagsama nila. And as you can see, nag-increase sila na 40%. So in this way, pag pinakinggan mo to, or if you're a recruiter and then pinakinggan mo to, makita mo talaga na this person is number one, considerate, and at the same time, very persuasive, and makita mo yung respect niya with other people ideas, which is very, very good thing. And at the same time, successful yung project niya because he stand up and he make sure na look at all the sides nung situation dito. So I think yeah, we're done with the presentation. Do you have any questions, concerns?
Thank you for that, Miss Lovely. Ayan. So to our audience, the floor is now open for questions. So ma'am, to give them time to think about their questions, I'll go first po. So first
Okay.
question, ma'am. In the BPO setting, lagi pong sinasabi na wala namang dress code. So you can wear anything you want. Like ganun, di ba? What is your reminder for those people or those fresh graduates who will do their interviews for the first time with BPOs po?
Well, to be honest with BPO, yes, I could agree. Walang dress code. Pero of course, as someone applying for a job, mas maganda yung practice mo na is you wear appropriately, na not because wala siyang dress code, a-attend ka ng interview na naka-t-shirt, naka-pants, or ripped jeans yung worst na mangyari. Kasi it would reflect you as a person eh. Di ba parang if you're an interviewer, nakikita mo na agad sa tao if this has a potential or if wala. So, kunyari, umatan ka ng interview na nakabagay clothes, even if pumasa ka, the review or the idea ng people say is, baka magaling pero hindi naman, I hope you know what I mean. Not unless, mas masarap yung pakinggan na sinabi na, alam mo, yung candidate ko, ang ganda ng outfit niya. Or I would say, sobrang presentable niya. I think itong taon to, mas may focus siya or mas may mga plan siya in his or her career eh. So yung simpleng ganun kasi would really give an impression eh. Na parang 'di ba, even if magaling ka, kung hindi ka naman fit for the role or hindi ka naman appropriate dun sa industry na papasukan mo, hindi ka rin ganun yung laki ng growth. And mapapansin mo, mostly talaga no mga, I've been in the BPO, and mapapansin mo, mostly talaga no nagiging successful sa BPO is they know how to present themselves. Kasi when an opportunity knocks out, ikaw yung talagang, oh no, I can do it. And you can present it. And syempre may kita nila na I remember even nung nag-apply to, talagang this person, know how to present it. So, yung impression nila, and from the time na nag-apply ka until no mag-apply ka na for a higher position, maalala at maalala nila yun.
Okay, thank you for that. So we have a question here, ma'am, from Miss Alisa Talavera. Sorry for that. Are there braided hairstyles that are professional po or simple tied up hair will do na rin po?
Actually, braided hairstyle for girls are okay as long as hindi talaga nakaharang sa mukha mo yung buhok mo. Or if ikaw yung tipo ng taong hindi ka naman talaga more on like the styling ng hair, yung simple tied up like this would work. Hindi naman kailangan extravagant yung hair mo or like salon fix para magmukha kang presentable. So as long as talagang hindi, the concern was, hindi lang talaga siya yung kada sumasagot ka like, I had that experience before na pag may sumasagot talagang gano'n ang gano'n. So, yung focus nung nag interview or focus ng tao sa'yo is wala dun sa sinasabi mo but more on dun sa action mo na parang people would see, bakit hindi mo i-tie up na lang yung hair mo so at least you could answer. Kasi minsan kakaganon mo, nakaka-affect yun sa way of thinking mo or way of answering.
Okay. Another question here, ma'am, from Patrick Escanio. Is it okay to ask the HR what to wear in an interview? For example, ma'am, nag-text yung HR, oh, we are inviting you for the interview. Tapos magre-reply ka, okay po, may I know the dress code. Is that okay, ma'am?
Yes, definitely. Kasi sabi ko nga kanina, di ba, dress appropriately. So, syempre, kung ano yung dress code, i-follow mo kasi it will, really give you an impression. Paano kunyari sinabi nila na dapat naka-business casual, wala ka namang coat and tie kasi fresh grad ka. Alam ka naman mag-rent ka pa or bumili ka pa, di ba? You can just wear polo as long as it's gonna be smart casual. So, hindi din ibig sabihin na if yung outfit nila doon is like business casual talaga, means kailangan nakaganon ka na. Kasi maintindihan naman namin na if you're fresh grad, syempre wala ka nung ganun kasi mostly ng mga tao doon are well invested na with their clothes, with their outfit, kaya-kaya na nila. So, yes, it's better na to ask yung interviewer mo, ano po ba yung outfit? Baka kasi business, casual outfit lang naman, tapos naka-coat ka, di ba? Kang hindi bagay doon sa pupuntahan mo. So, it's really nice na tanungin nyo kasi it's also very important. Kasi may mga company naman na Zoom lang talaga siya. So, they would say na, okay lang, you wear polo. And kahit naman naka-short ka, up, down, di ba? I mean, down there, wala naman na sila magagawa kasi half lang yung may kita sa'yo. So, those kind of, and it also maganda siya kasi it will give you an edge kasi parang yung hiring manager mo or yung recruiter mo would say, talaga interesado siya kasi, this person really wanted to be invested kung paano talaga siya matatanggap.
Thank you for that, ma'am. Siguro, ma'am, last question na lang po. May we ask for the open roles over at IQEQ kung saan po pwede mag-apply yung mga fresh graduates natin.
I see. I think may other question pa tayo from Jean Carlos Bamba.
Yes, 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 ma'am. Sige, ma'am.
Sige.
Basahin ko po muna.
Okay.
How will we answer as a fresh grad about our expected salary in an interview?
All right. So for this kind of question, this is I would say, being knowledgeable enough. So if first grad ka, I would suggest you look in kasi ang daming available resources that will show you magkano yung rate specifically for this role. Now, kung wala ka talagang idea, you could ask someone, na parang, ano ba yung ideal rate for this? Kunyari, same industry. Diba? At least you'll have an idea with what you can expect. Kasi madalas na nangyayari, if you're fresh grad and been through this, kahit magkano yung offer sa'yo, oo ka na lang for the sake na magkatrabaho ka. So, having this knowledge would really give you a glimpse kasi mas makakapag-negotiate ka kasi kung alam mo magkano yung presyo mo in the market, you could definitely negotiate on your recruiter. You could say na, teka lang, I saw this is the rate Can you check it with me or can you confirm it with me? Rather than pag sinabi sa'yo na parang, oh, this is what we offer. And accept mo kasi wala ka talagang idea and you felt like it's big enough given na graduating pa lang po ako. Ayun. So,
And thank you for that, ma'am. Marami pa pong pumapasok. From Jeremy Dale Manipon. Good morning po, ma'am. Big factor po ba ang tattoo sa pag-a-apply?
Actually, no. Siguro nasa era na tayo na wala na tayo masyadong pakialam with tattoos. There's like a very professional business person who has cover-up tattoo. I mean, full sleeve tattoo. And hindi na kasi na-define ng tattoo yung personality mo. Not unlike before, not to offend everyone. Pero before kasi, di ba, when you're tattoo, parang yung ideal, alam mo na, you're not a good fit for the role. But now wala. Kasi even ako, I have. And look, nasa industry ako wherein people are all professionals. And I don't think it matters na. Wag lang siguro yung, like, yung sa mukha ng mga tattoo. I think yun na yung, or sa neck. So I think yun na yung medyo magiging concern. But if it's with your hand, shoulder, or sa back, wala na siyang issue ngayon. So to answer you, Jeremy, hindi talaga siya ano. Siguro if you're, I think for lawyers, hindi na rin eh. Kasi I have friends who's lawyer with tattoos and doctors with tattoos eh. So hindi naman na talaga siya ngayon factor.
Ayan, thank you for clarifying that, ma'am. Siguro, ma'am, last question na lang po. May we ask for the open roles na pwede pong applyan ng mga fresh grads natin sa audience?
Alright. So here in IQEQ, for our current opening, we have openings for junior accountant. So for junior accountant, you don't need to be a certified public accountant. So even if you're a certified public accountant, hindi rin siya magiging plus point because basically this is like an entry level role wherein we give opportunity to everyone. So even if hindi nga accountancy yung graduate mo, you can still apply as long as of course may background ka with trial balance, journal entries, or on like the preparation ng mga financial statement. That's okay. So, ito rin is we're very open na kasi hindi namin gusto lang na everyone, we're just focused with accountant graduate. But of course, even if you're in marketing or in different side, as long as may idea ka nun, may knowledge ka nun, and you could also review naman prior to the interview, definitely will give you that opportunity. So aside from that, we also have an accountant, senior accountant, manager, as well as for the client service manager. So those are some of the openings we have here in IQEQ.
Okay. So thank you for that, Miss Lovely. So, ma'am, on behalf of jobs20.com and also, of course, on behalf of Holy Angel University, we thank you for accommodating our request for today's talk. And we look forward to having you, ma'am, in future sessions with other universities naman po. We hope we can invite you again, ma'am.
Yes, definitely. And it was, if may tanong pa kayo, and you want clarification, I try to log in and at least response using my personal account dun sa Facebook account or Facebook neto. Para masagot ko pa kayo if you have any, or if may gusto kayong tips or at least ideas na pwedeng makatulong sa inyo to pass your next set of interview. I'll be more than happy kasi minsan na din ako naging aplikante, and I also had experience na, fresh grad ka, wala kang idea, hindi mo alam kung paano. And I have someone who believes in me. And I think, yung taong yun talaga tinuruan ako paano, how to dress up, how to, ano may kailangan ko preparation to help me pass. And greatly na nakatulong talaga siya. And I'll be more than happy, guys, to help you with that. So, yun yung i-advocate natin. It is mag-domino effect siya. Kung natulungan ako noon, I hope matulungan ko din kayo.
Thank you for the generosity, Miss Lovely. So to our audience, alam niyo na yan. Okay. Thank you, Miss Lovely. Have a great day po.
Alright, thank you. Bye-bye, Sherry.
Ayan. So, thank you to Miss Lovely for sharing a very insightful presentation. So, para matapos natin yung sessions natin ngayong umaga, here is the next topic. The next topic is the road less traveled. Entrepreneurship, unconventional streams of income, and not practicing your degree. So this will be discussed by Sir J.M. Bonifacio, onboarding specialist over at Shearwater Health Advisors. Sir J.M. is a graduate of BSBM Marketing Management. He started his employment last 2019 in a BPO company and started as a customer service representative. He was promoted as learning specialist from his previous company, and Sir JM joined Shearwater Health last 2022 as a senior recruitment associate or for job offer specialist. Sir JM? Hi, sir. Good morning. How are you?
Hello, good morning everyone. Good morning, Shari.
Good morning, sir. Sir, can we test your deck?
Sure po. I'll go ahead and share it quick.
So to everybody who is watching, the link for Shearwater is on your um, screen. Ayan, sir. Is the first slide po skill scores?
Yes po.
Okay, okay. It's all good, sir. So I'll leave you to it and I'll be back for Q&A in 20 minutes. Thank you, Sir
All
JM.
right. Thank you, Shari. All right. So, good morning, everyone. Good morning, Holy Angels University. And today I'll be sharing my own experience regarding the topic that was shared that I have to discuss with you. No. So, for today, we're going to talk about skills over the course that you have completed. And I'm also going to walk you through how will you market yourselves, your skills, um, to get the job outside dun sa course na natapos mo. Alright. So, okay. So, again, I am JM Bonifacio from Shearwater Health. I am the Senior Recruitment Associate. I graduated Marketing Management, as you can see. My course is way far from my current position for Shearwater Health. But then again, I'll walk you through how can you definitely market and how will you be an entrepreneur regarding your skills and your talents. Okay. So our topic today will be how to be an entrepreneur and how to market your skills to get a job not related to your course. So first things first, we wanted to define what is entrepreneur. So entrepreneur, it is defined as an individual who creates a new business rather, bearing most of the risks and enjoying most of the rewards. So I want to highlight that um, for all our graduate students, no, there will be a lot of trade-offs that will happen throughout your journey, especially on the first level, no, or your entry level to your employment year. There will be a lot of trade-offs. There will be a lot of changes regarding your life, the time management that you have, uh, trade-offs for effort, for your family. There will be a lot of that. No, and I would like to continue on with letting you guys know different skills that you need to know or that you need to have for you to be an entrepreneur. So let's go ahead and discover the entrepreneurial skills. Okay, so the different entrepreneurial skills that you need to know first to that will be your personal characteristics. So for personal characteristic, are you optimistic? Do you always think na positive yung outcome no ng lahat ng actions mo? Do you have initiative? Do you wanna initiate para matapos ang isang project, ang isang trabaho? Do you know how to initiate? Do you have the drive and persistence? Are you self-motivated and energetic? No? So you need to keep yourself motivated. You drive your own self for you to meet the common goal. Do you have the risk tolerance? So as mentioned earlier, as an entrepreneur, you will bear most of the risks. So you need to be a risk taker. No? I'll tell you why later. What are the different risks I took just to be on this position? Are you also resilient? So resilience, regardless of the result, especially if it's negative, can you pick yourself up? Can you pick yourself up and do you have contingency planning for yourself? Do you have contingent plan for you to go back on your track and try another one? Okay. So aside from personal skills, you also need interpersonal skills. This goes along with leadership and motivation. So do you know how to lead a team, set of people? Do you know how to lead them, help them? So we do have a lot of times na it's scared na or it's scary for us to lead a group of people, but if you have that skill, that will definitely hone you to be a leader in the future. Communication skills is also under interpersonal skills. Do you know how to utilize different types of communications? Do you know how to provide effective communication to your listener or to your people? No. Third thing for interpersonal, do you know how to listen? No, not simply hearing what they're saying. You need to listen and understand what is really being shared to you by your colleague, could be your manager, or currently could be your professors, your um, co-students, no? So if you know those things, also with personal relationship, do you know how to um, set aside personal relationships to corporate relationships? That will be under interpersonal skills. Also, with our negotiation, do you know how to negotiate? Are you strong enough to negotiate, not just with the salary that you are expecting for the company, but do you know how to negotiate well? Ethics as well. Um, do you deal with people based from respect, integrity, fairness? Do you know how to acknowledge different ethics or different point of views of people? No, so you need interpersonal skills, and you need those set of interpersonal skills for you to be an entrepreneur. Next to this will be next to this will be critical and creative thinking skills. So for critical and creative thinking skills, uh, the set of skills that you need to have first will be creative thinking. So creative thinking, not just you being artistic, not just you being um, aesthetic to your thinking. No, you have to really create um, something out of nothing. So creative thinking will definitely help you out as an entrepreneur. Then problem solving under critical and creative thinking skills. So problem solving, it was mentioned earlier, there are different ways for you to solve a specific problem. That could be a cause and effect analysis, the five whys analysis, or the CATWO E. So five whys are normally yun yung pinaka-common na ginagamit for us to have our problem solving um, analysis. So five why analysis, you keep on asking why. So let's say, for example, we are not meeting the goal for from this month. Why? Because we lack of staffing, we lack people who will sell our product. Why? Because we failed to. So we keep on asking five whys for us to get the root cause of the main um, scenario or the main concern. And then also part of the critical and creative thinking skills will be recognizing opportunities. So do you recognize available opportunities? So later on, I'll also talk about the SWOT analysis. This is where recognizing opportunities will come from or will take place. Okay. And lastly, for you to have the entrepreneurial skills, you need to have the practical entrepreneurial skills and knowledge. So for this will be the set of things that you need to know. Goal setting. So for goal setting, it was shared by Miss Lovely earlier. Try to use um, the STAR approach for your interview, but for goal setting, we have the SMART goals. So for SMART, that will be specific, measurable, achievable, um, relevant, and time bound. So for that, you should have your SMART planning or your SMART goal, and you need to make sure na it's attainable. No? And then also planning and organizing. We do have different approach for planning. So one of that, again, it's smart. We have the short-term planning and long-term planning. So are you good with decision making as well? So yun yung things na you need to have for you to be an entrepreneur. So these are the sets of entrepreneurial skills. Now to summarize this, um, you definitely need to be aware of this. No? Kasi the main reason that we want to have the entrepreneurial skills for us to market ourselves perfectly to the role that we are applying for on a specific company. Now, I'll be walking you through with SWOT analysis. So for SWOT analysis, that's going to be strengths, weaknesses, opportunity, and threats. So this analysis, this will be your personal analysis for yourself for you to be aware of your own strengths, weaknesses, opportunity, and threats. Now, it's important for you to know your strength because that will be your selling point to that company or for the position that you're applying for. So let's say, for example, um, your strength is digital art and you're applying for a marketing position or let's say a marketing administration position. So that's your strength. You know how to utilize and maximize different websites or tools for digital media. So that will be your selling point. Now, as a marketing graduate, I can definitely use this skill that I have to definitely fulfill the role as a marketing yada yada. So that's gonna be your strength. Now, aside from your strength, you need to also be aware of your weaknesses. Now, your weaknesses should be converted as your opportunity. You don't leave it as weakness na lang siya. Yun na siya. Weakness ko na siya eh. Siya na yung that this specific is my weakness na. Wala na tong pag-asa. No, that should be converted as opportunity. So we consider your weaknesses as opportunity for us to make sure that we have a plan for this opportunity to be your strength in the future. No? Kasi lahat naman ng skills na tututunan, it's not overnight, it's not 1 week, it's not 2 days, it has a timeline. No? So those skills na considered as your weaknesses, you can definitely convert it as your opportunity, have your work around for that, and turn it as your strength in the future. And lastly, you should know your threats. What are the different threats that may come in on your current position? So this time, you need to prepare. You need to know yourself na, okay, my threats will be, I might be always late since I'm leaving from this location and my office is in BGC. So that can be one of the threats. You need to be familiar with yourself. What should be your action for that? Prepare for that threat because that can affect your own performance and your employment as well. No? So that's gonna be the SWOT analysis. Again, strength as your selling point, weaknesses turn or converted as your opportunity, and threats, prepare for those threats for you to make sure that it's not gonna happen, it's not gonna take place. All right. So let me go ahead and show you and share you my own journey. So again, I started as a customer service representative, and that is somehow in line with my course since I'm a graduate of a marketing management. So I utilized the skills that was shared to me during my college days to step in a BPO company, and I definitely took advantage of that because I was able uh to get the job and to exceed the expectation on that job. And then I was promoted to be one of the trainers or learning specialists. So for the training phase for BPO companies, there will be trainers who will help you out with your com skills, with the product knowledge, and your first month of taking calls. There's gonna be your trainer to walk you through and help you out and guide you. So I was a trainer before. So my strength that I was able to gain during my time as a trainer is building relationship with agents. Now I'm telling you my personal SWOT analysis because I applied to a position that is outside of my scope. As outside of as a trainer, it's outside as a marketing graduate. So it's far from my course. It's also far from the previous skill or the previous job that I'm doing. That's why I'm discussing my SWOT with you. Now, my strength during that time is building relationship with agents because I have handled a lot of classes in, mind you guys, it's not just small classes of 5, 10. It's minimum of 20 agents during a class. So, building relationship with a good relationship with agents, yon. And then my weaknesses that turned as my opportunity during that time is the unfamiliarity with the recruitment process. Because honestly, I really don't have any idea of the whole umbrella of how does recruitment process work. No, as a trainer, I really don't have the visibility of the complete process of the recruitment. So that's my opportunity that time. Since that's my opportunity, I created my own smart planning. So I have to make sure that after 30 days, I am familiar with my own role, my personal role as a job offer specialist. And after 60 days, I need to make sure that I fully understand the recruitment process. And after 90 days, I should go outside my comfort zone and try different work items for recruitment as an extent of my work. So that's my smart planning during that time, no? So my opportunity again, it's unfamiliarity with recruitment process. My threats, I might find the job boring or tedious. So honestly with you guys, I am also young, consider myself young still. And honestly, as a young person, we tend to get bored at something if it's already a routine. So if it's a daily routine, we find it boring and not we don't have the interest to complete it or to do it. Now I consider it as a threat because um if we find something boring, we don't complete it on the right manner in the right time frame, and we're not giving the extent of whatever we can if we find it boring. Kasi nga, it's boring. It's tedious. It's something that does not satisfy you as a person. So that's my threat. No, my preparation for that time is ayun nga, my 90 days target. So after 90 days, I should go outside of my current role, should also explore different tasks that is given to a recruitment associate. So that is just for me to make sure na hindi ako maboboring with my job. No, I know my current job as a job offer specialist, but I should also understand different positions under recruitment team. So that's my threat. So that's also my journey. And mind you guys, after this, my personal analysis, no, my personal SWOT analysis, I was able to get the position. That's why I'm here talking with you, representing Shearwater Health. So, the risk there is really me um, being suitable or filling out the role. No, that's the risk na tinik ko just for me to be on the recruitment position. But here, I can definitely say that I am enjoying, I am happy with my role. My threat did not took place because I was able to complete whatever I have planned during the time that I was joining Shearwater Health. So you really just need to make sure that you plan ahead. Always one step forward, no? Just to make sure na prepared ka and you are aware of the positive or negative outcome. Whatever the result is, you have full control of what's gonna happen. No? And you know where to pick yourself up, especially if it's a negative or it's a flop. You need to pick yourself up and continue going. So that's my journey. That's my personal SWOT analysis. And with that being said, I just want to leave you with what Bill Gates always reminds me, no? It's fine to celebrate success, but it is more important to heed the lessons of failure. So failure will definitely teach you a lot of things, especially if it's about yourself. No, it's for your own growth. So that's it. Again, I am JM Bonifacio. I'm part of Shearwater Health. Please allow me to share you that Shearwater is the home of clinicians, and we were recognized as the best employer for 2023 by the Philippine Daily Inquirer in cooperation with Statista. So for Shearwater Health, we are continuously hiring profiles for USRNs, PRNs, USPTs, registered pharmacists, medical coders, medical allied. NCLEX Academy Scholarship is being provided to all our PRNs who wanted to have their USRN license. Medical Coding Academy scholarship is also given to all our candidates or all our employees who wanted to have their certification for medical coding. And of course, we provide USRN deployment to the US. So if you will be one of the USRN in the future, you might want to get the opportunity to work in the US, because here in Shearwater will help you to be deployed in a premium hospital in the US. So if you are interested in checking out different position that is currently open here in Shearwater, please go ahead and go check our website. So that's www.jobs180.com/sharewatercpo. You can also check our social media accounts for different postings that we have. So we have Facebook, Shearwater Health Philippines. For Instagram, it's Shearwater CPO. And for TikTok, it's Shearwater CPO. So for our TikTok and Instagram, we are sharing some of the interview tips, dressing up tips as well. So you might want to review that. Go ahead and check Shearwater CPO TikTok account. So Shearwater, um, would like to open your eyes and give you understanding of the current happenings, no, on in a industry world or the employment world. So we provide other career opportunities outside hospital bedside work. Because honestly, the realities of typical Philippine healthcare jobs will be long work hours, rigid schedules, low ceiling for advancement. Unfortunately, there will be lack of respect for healthcare professionals, high risk for you and your family in getting hospital acquired diseases like COVID-19. So this is really happening in a hospital setup. So we provide other career opportunities for our healthcare graduates. So here in Shearwater Careers, you choose your career growth ladders, or there will be different ladders that you might want to take advantage of. Again, you might want to get your USRN license in the future. We provide it here. Medical coding certification, we provide it here as well. Or you wanted to advance your current position. You wanted to be one of the team leaders. You wanted to be the manager. Wanted to be a trainer as well. You wanted to be a quality analyst. It's yourself who will limit you. No, so you can definitely be one of that position if you really wanted to apply. So more time with your family. So for our Pampanga site, no, since HAU is in Pampanga, we are currently finalizing site for our Pampanga, and also but we are currently hiring different profiles from Pampanga and letting them work temporarily from home so that they have more time with their family. No, aside from that, above market and flexible leave days is being shared. um you have a total of numbers, X numbers for your leave that you can definitely take advantage after regularization. So we provide that so that you have time with your family. So we consider ourselves as the home of clinicians because we believe clinicians should be rewarded for their hard work. And we are a company created for clinicians. We offer you alternative, rewarding healthcare careers here in the Philippines. So also here to share different certifications, and awards that we've received throughout the years. So we are certified by High Trust, and same goes with URAC. These are certifying bodies regarding our process. And for our awards, we were recognized as the Talent Awards Diversity Champion by LinkedIn way back 2021. It was shared earlier for 2023, Best Employer by the Philippine Daily Inquirer in cooperation with Statista. And recently, we were recognized by HEMAP, also an organization for healthcare professional and corporation. We were awarded as Talento Award for our recruitment team. So these are the different certifications and awards that we have received for past years. And I hope you guys will definitely try your luck with Shearwater Health. And we are excited to have you on our team. So there you go. So I will now open the floor for any questions or any clarification regarding the topic or regarding the company.
Thank you for that, Sir JM. So
Thank you,
now we open the
Shari.
floor for questions. So I'll go first, sir, so that they can have time to think about their questions. First question. Sabi nila, sir, kapag business owner ka daw, you don't have to answer to anyone. That you are your own boss, you control your own time. But what they should need to prepare for is that likely they will need more time or mapupuyat sila kakahandle ng negosyo nila. So what is your take on this? Is the trade-off justifiable? Ganyan po.
All right. So I'll answer muna yung last. So trade-off, is it justifiable? Yes, it will definitely reward you. No, it was mentioned you take the risks, and it's part of it. It's part of the journey that you need to take the risk. But again, as an entrepreneur, you need to make sure that you have your time management so that you can meet or accommodate different needs of the business that you are running. And you need to make sure that you keep communicating with your let's say business partners or different let's say yung mga distributor mo, supplier mo. You really need to communicate with them and have good communication and good relationship to them.
Okay, thank you for that, sir. Next question. Is there an advantage in experiencing being an employee first before you set up your own like firm or a startup or a company?
Yes, I'll go ahead and with a big yes, no? Kasi sobrang important that you know the experience of the entry level before you run your own business, because it will also help you understand how will you provide feedback to your people, how will you guide them, how will you lead them. And again, lagi naman sinasabi, you lead them, not you need to be a leader, not a boss, no? So for you to have that, kailangan mo ma-experience talaga paano patakbuhin or paano ka magiging employee.
Ayan. So, to everyone who's thinking na, uy, pagka-graduate ko, ito na yung gagawin ko. So, that's another ano sa inyo, suggestion or
Mhm.
something to ponder about na kapag naging employee kayo, may matututunan pa rin kayo na pwede nyo i-apply in the next few years. Kapag nag-decide na kayo na magtatayo kayo ng sarili nyong negosyo, ganyan.
Correct.
Ayan. Ayan. So, thank you for that, sir. So, to everyone, confirming na wala na kayong questions. Ayan. Siguro, sir, last na lang po. Nasabi niyo po kanina na nagbe-build pa po kayo ng Pampanga site. Ano po? So,
Yes
may,
po.
may we ask po kung saan yung mga locations or other sites po or lahat po ng Pampanga-based applicants po ninyo ay naka-work from home status?
Currently, yes, for our Pampanga site, there are working from home. kasi nga we're finalizing kung saan yung magiging site namin for Pampanga. But once na nakapag-establish na kami ng site in Pampanga, we'll definitely request them to be to be on site. But syempre, we 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 try to transition. We'll do hybrid and then full time on site na.
Okay, sir. For the work from home arrangement po, sir, do they need equipment, or is Shearwater, or does Shearwater take care of the eligibilities na po?
Assets is being provided by Shearwater Health for all our employees po.
Ayan. So, good news. So, to everyone, if you want to research and read through the job vacancies, kung qualified kayo, no? Pwede na kayong pumunta dito sa jobs20.com/ShearwaterCPO. So, that's where you apply. That's where you read through the vacancies, kung ano yung mga roles na pwede kayo at pwede nyo applyan. Sir JM, again, on behalf of my team over at Jobs 180, and of course, on behalf of HAU, we thank you for accommodating our request for the event today po. We look forward to having you in other universities naman po. Thank you,
Thank
thank
you
you,
din
thank you, Sir.
po. Thank you, Shari. Thank you, HAU.
Thank you, Sir JM. Ayan. So to everyone, please don't forget to evaluate the event. So we will be putting the evaluation link in the comment section. So please make sure to answer this within the day so that your attendance will be recorded. So this form is under the HAU Career and Placement Office po. So hindi po namin siya handle. So the recordings of this webinar will be posted in the Jobs 180 Facebook and YouTube channel, also on the HAU Career and Placement page. So for more announcements or other information, please make sure to follow your school's career and placement page. So thank you everyone for joining us today, and we will be putting the digital certificates link also in the comment section so that you can get your certificates. So please use your Gmail address and para matanggap niyo yung PDF file. And so with that, we thank you for joining us, and have a great day. Stay safe, everyone. Thank you. Thank you.
Jollibee Foods Corporation is one of the largest and fastest growing Asian restaurant companies in the world. Home to formidable brands with Jollibee at the helm. It operates over 5,800 stores spanning 35 countries across Asia, North America, and Europe. From its humble ice cream house beginnings to becoming a dominant industry leader, JFC's business model has sustained profitable growth for 4 decades, evidenced by its steadily increasing net sales, profit, and stock market performance. It is the recipient of numerous international accolades, from Best Employer to Most Outstanding Corporation, to Asia's most admired company. JFC continuously gives back to the communities it operates in through the Jollibee Group Foundation. Its core programs are centered on food security, alleviating hunger so children can continue their schooling, and connecting small farmers to sell their produce to large institutions to uplift their livelihood. Through consistent taste superiority, outstanding value for money, and the highest quality of food, service, and cleanliness, coupled with the talent and commitment of its world-class organization expanding across the globe, JFC delivers on its mission to bring the joy of eating to everyone. Taking it closer to its vision of becoming one of the top 5 restaurant companies in the world. This is Jollibee Foods Corporation.
us now, Lord.